Akufo-Addo has charged Ghanaians to recognize the collective efforts played by various individuals towards the liberation of the country. Parliament earlier this year passed the Public Holidays Amendment Bill into law that earmarked August 4 as the day to celebrate all persons who contributed to Ghana's independence struggle.
The first nationalist organization to articulate clearly the demand for freedom and independence, was born out of a deep-seated desire for self-governance and an end to colonial rule. The leaders of the UGCC, the convention, George Parr Grant, Dr. J.B. Dankwa, R.S. Blay, Emmanuel Obeche-Bilamte, William Ufuriata, Edward Akufo-Addo, Ebenezer Akwaje, Kwabena Kese, Kwame Nkrumah, and others recognized that true freedom could only be achieved through political action and the mobilization of the masses. They worked tirelessly to educate and inspire the people, organizing rallies and meetings to raise awareness about the need for independence. Their message resonated with Ghanaians from all walks of life, sparking a movement that would eventually lead to the liberation of our nation, encompassing the birth of the Convention People's Party, CPP, which led us on the final lap of our journey to freedom. Tomorrow, as we commemorate these historical milestones, we pay tribute to successive generations of Ghanaians who contributed to the attainment of our national independence. It is most appropriate that we have chosen this date to honor their sacrifices, their resilience, and their strong dedication to the ideals of freedom and justice. I speak to you this evening, rejecting completely the notion that Ghana was founded by one man. Whilst Kwame Nkrumah's contributions to our independence are undeniable and unassailable, it is important to acknowledge for our self-respect that the struggle for our nation's freedom was a collective effort spanning several generations. The formation of the Aborigines Rights Protection Society, the British West African National Congress, jointly sponsored by Joseph Casely Hayford and Thomas Hatton Mills, the United Gold Coast Convention, the work of countless unsung heroes, and the tenacious spirit of our people all played vital parts in bringing us to freedom and independence. Kwame Nkrumah, with his charismatic visionary leadership, was undoubtedly a major actor in the final lap of our journey to independence. And that is why, despite the several unfortunate things that happened after independence under his watch, Parliament in 2019 decided to memorialize his date of birth as Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day, the only Ghanaian so far to be so honored in our history. His ability to galvanize the masses and articulate a clear vision for a free Ghana inspired many. However, it is essential to recognize that Kwame Nkrumah stood on the shoulders of past leaders. The groundwork laid by the Aborigines Rights Protection Society, the British West African National Congress, the United Gold Coast Convention, and many other organizations and individuals provided the foundation upon which Kwame Nkrumah built the Convention People's Party, CPP. And indeed, that is why he was careful to associate the name of his new party with that of the convention. The contributions of the leaders before him were instrumental, as is natural in the continuum of history, in shaping the political landscape that facilitated Kwame Nkrumah's rise to prominence. Even though comparisons may be invidious, it is worth recalling that George Washington, the victorious general of America's War of Independence from British colonial rule, and the first president of the United States of America, is not described as the founder of the United States. The accolade of the founding fathers is reserved to the group of 56 persons who assembled at the Philadelphia Convention of the Continental Congress to write and promulgate the Constitution of the United States of America. August 4th is a day that should remind us of the values that have guided us through the years: respect for the rule of law, observance of human rights, including individual freedom, and the pursuit of a free democratic society.
You see, apart from destroying our economy, apart from plunging Ghana into crisis, one of the things this government wants to do is to rewrite our history. And we shall not allow them to rewrite our history. Because the president said he does not accept that one person can be the founder of a nation. Yes, founding a nation, it takes many people, but there's always that critical one person whose sacrifice and effort is what finally leads to the attainment of the objective that everybody is working for. And so if you ask South Africans, who is the founder of modern day South Africa, they'll tell you Mandela. But it was not Mandela alone. There was Oliver Tambo, there was Govan Mbeki, and so many of them who fought the armed struggle to achieve independence for South Africa from apartheid. But it was Mandela's sacrifice, being in prison for 20-something years and being the symbol of the struggle, that makes them say Mandela is the founder of modern day South Africa. It is the same thing with Ghana. If you ask Ghanaians, who is the founder of Ghana, who gained independence for Ghana, majority of Ghanaians will tell you Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Because it was him who gave that critical spark to the independence struggle that eventually got us independence. The UGCC at the time said independence gradually in the shortest possible time. Nkrumah said independence now. And he fought for it. And that is why Ghanaians recognize him as the founder. Nobody can come and rewrite our history. Indeed, for those of you who don't know it, when the Queen finally agreed to give Ghana independence, the UGCC that Nana Addo is fighting to be recognized as founders of Ghana wrote a petition. They sent people to England to tell the Queen, don't grant independence, we are not ready yet. And so how can people like that be either, even if we are saying many people fought for independence, you cannot say UGCC was part of it because they were an obstacle to independence. And eventually when the motion of destiny for independence was being passed, these are the same people who walked out of parliament when Nkrumah was moving the motion of destiny. And so today you can't come and rewrite our history. July 1st is our Republic Day. And we also made it our Senior Citizens Day. They've come to take the holiday from July 1st and gone to put it on August 4th, which is the day the UGCC was founded. When we come to office, we'll rectify those things. July 1st will be a holiday again. If you say who is the founder of Ghana's Fourth Republic, it's obvious, it's J.J. Rawlings. Because it was he who led us from military rule back into constitutional rule that created the Fourth Republic in which we are. But there were many people who worked on it. Justice D.F. Annan was head of National Commission for Democracy. They went round the country and solicited views about what form of government Ghanaians want. But we're not going to say Rawlings, Justice Annan, and who are all founders of the Fourth Republic. There's only One, we in the NDC recognize only one founder of the Fourth Republic of Ghana, and that is Jerry John Rawlings. Nana Addo is not right when he says there can't be only one founder. Yes, there can be one founder.